Celtics lose to the Knicks 91-90. Trail 0-2. Got a special guest today, Unc, aka Sarge. We gonna talk about it. All right. So y'all bear with us. Yo, we just trying to cope here because we pretty hot right now. But just bear with us. All right. Let's go.
Yeah. 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 Working out.
Number 18 can't play.
Yeah.
The number 18 can't play.
Yeah. You can find me on the banner block. It's Shamrock, oh it's not. Yeah. Let me clean them up like the floor is dirty with a mop. I'm on the banner block. It's 24 on the clock. Yeah. Every day it costs, but it's one possession at the bottom on the banner block. It's Shamrock, oh it's not. Let me clean them up like the floor is filthy with a mop. I'm on the banner block. Banner block. I'm on the. Yeah, that's the winning spot. I'm on the overqualified, but the system wanna sit me down. They hate me like the Jays, you can call me champion now. I guess.
All right, so we back. Unc, we back. Unc, we back.
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes, sir.
Man, two games. We done let 20-point leads go, both in the third quarter, and I saw it happen. And when you text me, I knew something bad happened because I had paused the game just for a second, just to do a little bit of house cleaning, do a little straighten up. I said, "Oh, that's something bad didn't happen." I wasn't even caught up. I didn't even see what happened yet. I said, "Oh, Lord have mercy." And my wife was sitting next to me. I was like, "Oh, that was Uncle Chris." I said, "I know something bad just happened." Man, we done blew a 20-point lead 2 games in a row. What is going on here?
Ask you this because this is your podcast and people that's listening. This Uncle Sarge and this is my nephew Jermaine. I love him to death.
Yeah.
But I'm a real die-hard Celtic fan that's sitting here that my older fans, Robert Parrish.
Yeah.
He said, Sarge, I said, I just wish I could just get the coach in a room and just do something. And I ain't no violent person, but I'm just telling y'all, I'm a real Celtic fan. My nephew has been trying to push this on me about this game that we are playing. And like I'm saying, I don't like legs, the sports analyst. I don't believe in live by the 3, die by the 3. But if you're gonna shoot the 3, at least play the basketball game. Go in the paint. Go to the line.
Yeah, right.
The night before last, when we done lost the 20-point lead, we missed all of these 3-pointers. But then as soon as the game got tight, what did Brown do? Went to the paint. What did Tatum do? Went to the paint, went to the line. I am fine dealing with you, nephew, on your new style of play.
Yeah.
When it comes to losing to the Knicks, it ain't even about losing to the Knicks, believe me, because we're going to win the series. We're going to win the series. We're going to win.
Okay.
And I am that much.
I'm glad. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear that.
And I need you to understand. That when we won with Garnett now, when we lost the game that we shouldn't have lost, if you remember back then when we won that championship with Garnett, that all the old heads came to practice.
Yeah.
They came to practice. And when they went off, the coach, who I forget who was that, well, Brad was he the coach when we won with, who was the coach? No, Doc Rivers.
Yeah, Doc Rivers. Yeah.
The old heads came in, and Doc didn't say nothing because Doc played against them. But the Celtics, when you wear that jersey and the things that you sent me, and this 30 for 30 or whatever, that means nothing because these guys do not know what this means because when I told you when we lost to Golden State, which we shouldn't have never lost, when we had that was our series. And I look at this new thing in the bubble, and I'm
We
gonna
don't
tell
got
you,
Ime no more. Ime gone.
but I'm gonna tell you something about what I'm getting ready to tell you. He lost in the bubble too. And that's why I can never take nothing from LeBron, because I am a soldier and I know what it takes to keep everybody in one shell and be thinking as one. That's how LeBron won. And everybody says it's an asterisk. No. They don't understand. Unless you've been a soldier and you're a leader, you got to keep everybody up under the umbrella and keep them focused. And he did that. We didn't do that. And I'm going to get ready to hit you in the head with something that's going to really mess you up. I always told you about Tatum. I told you about Tatum when he did not win the MVP of the NBA of the not the finals, but the Eastern Coast. Where's Tatum? I'm telling you.
Where we going? Where we going with this? Well, you saying you going?
They're gonna have to split it up. They're gonna have to split it up. They're gonna have to split this up. I'm telling you straight face, nephew, they're gonna have to split this up. Tatum, he should have had Boston on his back the way they did him in the Olympics. But he's not playing. I'm not going to say what I want to say on your podcast, but in the back of your mind,
it's a family show.
But in the back of your mind, you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying,
and it's showing right now. It ain't his wrist. They are healthy. Porzingis came back in and played whatever illness he got. This is crazy.
Okay, let's talk about Tatum. Let's talk about him then. So let's look. So his stats. Okay, he had 13 points. It's on the screen. 13 points, 14 rebounds. Okay, he had 5 assists. All right, 3 steals, 1 for 5 from 3, 5 for 19. Okay, and he was a +3. So that lets me know he didn't have a good shooting night at all. Clearly, 5 for 19. He was doggone broke. 1 for 5 from 3. Now he had a big rebound game. 14 rebounds. Okay, I love that. I love to see that out of JT. 14 rebounds. That's excellent. Now 13. He got a nice little solid double, but that ain't JT scoring. To your point, he didn't take the time to put the scoring on his back quick enough. Once he kind of seen the 20-point lead in the third quarter, that's what a lot of us do. A lot of our Celtics, this Celtic duration, they love to take their foot off the gas in the third quarter. It happens over and over and over. It happened all year long. Third quarter, it's happened. This has been going on for 2 years straight. As soon as the third quarter hit, we let the lead completely go. We can be up 15, we can be up 20, we can be up 30. That we never win the third quarter. And it's rare that we do win the third quarter, because when we do win the third quarter, we win the game primarily. But when I saw them Knicks start chipping away, I knew what was about to happen. I said, this is what we're gonna sell the game. We're gonna sell it because we're gonna keep taking these threes that Joe Mazzulla says, if you don't take these threes in my offense, you ain't getting minutes. So why you think JT took? And this is a low 5 threes.
But you told me this. Yeah. You told me this, and and this is why I go in the streets and I say, my nephew told me, and I know you research. I can't see it, nephew, because how are you? And go ahead, because this is your thing, and I'm listening to you about Tatum. No, but I'm really listening to you about Tatum because when I see, but I told you something about when Hartford. I mean, when I
don't like what Al Horford did this game.
When Al Horford and Pritchard were not hitting their threes against Golden State, and Tatum wasn't doing nothing, but Brown was carrying us. They were not doing anything. When Pritchard and Al Horford are hitting, lights out. Lights out. And people don't understand that. But yeah, I told you something Not when the other coach was there, the one that just left. Not him. But
You talking about
I told you something.
Mm-hmm.
Because he wasn't about all that 3-point. He was, but he wasn't about that.
No, he wasn't about the 3-point at all. Actually, we had 3-point shooters because of what Brad brought to the team. The makeup of our team had nothing but because we had to keep up with Golden State somehow. We had to be able to shoot and to hit the three. So he constructed our team to the point where, okay, most, if not everybody on that court is capable of taking the 3-point shot. If not 4 out of 5 people out there. That's why we had Al Horford, who was broke tonight, by the way, but he can shoot and take that three. Everybody but Robert Williams really was the only one that couldn't really shoot three. But everybody had 3 and D on our team, period.
Fed in to your mentality. But the mentality that I will not break is because when you're a leader of men, when something is not working, you cannot cut your nose off to spite your face.
I understand that.
And I really, and I mean, I am a straight retired soldier. And I mean, Boston Celtics, I'm diehard. And I know Larry Bird, Parrish, all the old heads. It's like they can't watch this because in order to watch this basketball, it's not you all. It's not the new generation. I have fed into what you're saying. This is why I say we're going to win the series. Because
you heard it right here, everybody. Celtic Nation. Unc said we're gonna win this series.
We're gonna win.
Down 0-2. I'm concerned. I'm just keeping it real right now.
And I am concerned. But watch how we go to work in New York. Now, if they have any heart, we were the best road team in the NBA this year. The best by far. We were. So now, when we won the championship, we had the home record. We was the best home team. But how can you be a Boston Celtic and you wear that jersey and you don't defend your home court? We only lost 3 games. We lost 2. When we should have, I knew we was going to close it out against Golden State. And they beat us in game 6. LeBron never beat us. I think LeBron, was LeBron or somebody beat us in the game 6. We only lost in the new era, we only lost 3 game 6s when people walking out. That does not happen.
Right.
If Tatum, honestly, this is me talking to nephew, and I believed in what you're saying. I said we're gonna win the series. Yeah. If Tatum really wants to,
I know where you're going,
solidify himself about being that real Celtic, he gonna put the Celtics on his back in New York. He gonna do it. He gonna have when Jordan came and he hit 63 against us, and Larry Bird said, "Ooh, he ready," but we still beat him. Tatum gonna have to have a 60-point game.
60 points.
And I know he has it in it. He gotta have it.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell you, Tatum. If Tatum don't hit 55, if he don't hit 55,
I'll give you 50.
If he don't hit 50, we're gonna lose, and if we go down 3-0, it's a done wrap. But we know JT don't got to put up 55 because JB is still there. Let's not forget. He's gonna have to put that up for himself. Because Tatum is beating himself. That commercial they had when he's sitting outside shooting at his mom, talking about 3 seconds. Tatum is going to have one of those magnificent games in the Garden. That's what's going to kill the Knicks. Watch, Tatum has got to have a 50-point game, and it's going to be like a Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan moment in the Boston Garden. Tatum has got, it's nothing else. If Tatum get beat by the Knicks, everything that Kerr and all of them people were saying, and your uncle in the background, because they wanted to be his team. I'm telling you, Brown got him the championship last year. See, so what anybody else, yes, you know this, Brown did. Oh, yeah. Anything else, anybody else want to say, Brown won the championship for the Boston Celtics.
I agree.
Okay. Tatum is supposed to be the face of the Boston Celtics. So this is going to happen two ways.
Right.
Tatum is going to solidify himself in the guarding. And what I mean, not in the guard, in Madison Square Garden. He's going to have to do something crazy when they play. They play like what, Saturday?
No. They're going to play Saturday, yes. They're going to play Saturday.
The day is when they play Friday. They play every other day now.
No. It's Saturday. It's Saturday.
Okay, so they play Saturday?
Yeah. Because you got to give them 2 days to travel.
They're
going to New York and it's going to be Madison Square Garden. You know, JT, he loved to show up in
this
Madison
is
Square
what
Garden.
I'm trying to say. The 50 got to come in. Because it's not he can't hit no 13, 14, 15, 16, 20 points. If it ain't 40, if he ain't got 45 or 50, it's a wrap for him. It's a wrap. And like I say, Brown was the Brown, they can leave. He got his. I'm telling you, it ain't about breaking up the team. It's about what they're doing, the ISO, and the way that they're saying, okay, so the coach say we just going to keep shooting. All right, so they're going to shoot. What sense does that make for us to, we can repeat and they just doing crazy stuff. So what is Brad Stevens doing? What is this about? So some real Celtics got to come in and say, y'all have the opportunity to go back to back. This is not showing me that nobody's responsible for this team.
So do you think, okay, tell Celtic Nation, do you think it's more so coaching or is it the players right now? Is it coaching telling these players?
I have to go with what you said. If the coach said, if you're not shooting this, then you coming over here. I listen to you.
It's management. It's okay.
I listen to you. I that's why I told you the other day, but I just got so frustrated. I said, no, I got to say something to you. You got to talk to me tonight because I'm listening to you and I'm really defending what my nephew tells me. And I know that, and I'm still not going down by it. You live by 3, you die by 3. No. Eventually they have to fall.
Yeah.
But you have to understand, you're going to have a weak spot in there. Pritchard had shot 2 back-to-back. He hit him on some crazy things. Then he shot an air ball. Okay, we just gonna let this go. Nobody said nothing. Okay.
I was talking to the screen.
Okay.
Now, please understand. Even though I know the philosophy of Coach Mazzulla, I don't always agree. Now,
I'm agreeing. I'm trying to realistic sit in my house and not burn all my Celtic stuff up. I say I can't do that because this is what they're allowing him to do. And my nephew said, if the players don't do this, then they're going to be over there. But
because
I'm like trying to figure out, is Hauser hurt?
Yes, Hauser. And that's a key that no one's talking about. Hauser twisted his ankle last game. So I take it Hauser's gonna be out at least into game 4 or 5. If we can get to game 5, hopefully
we'll get there. We'll get there.
But the thing is the mentality. I saw JB going into and mixing up his shot selections.
Yes,
he wasn't just 3-point JB. He was going in. He was pounding in. If you notice, he was backing the man.
He can always do both of them. They both can do it. But I'm saying, when it came time for them to hit a shot around the basket, they were shooting so tense because man,
I'm afraid it's getting mental. I'm afraid.
Okay, there it is.
I'm afraid it's starting to get mental. So they're starting to think, okay, we have these huge leads that we keep relinquishing mid-third to the late third quarter into the fourth, all the way to the end. Now it's starting to be a thing like, oh, okay, when are we going? When is the other team gonna go on their run? When is the other team gonna come back? We up 15, but when the other team gonna put their foot on the gas, and when we gonna take our foot off? We have got to come up with a plan.
Remember, I told you something. Excuse me. You remember I told you something last year before last. You remember nothing like last year? I said, nephew, once them dudes are doing what they doing, and they hitting, They playing crazy defense.
Mhm.
But when they miss it,
Mhm.
they get ran down the court and they hitting layups. They not playing no defense. And this is exactly what I tried to tell you last year, whatever. The way that you play, you can't turn the switch on and off because you have to have a mentality the way all year that, okay, we'll let a game get here and there. Now we getting ready to lock this down and we getting ready to shut. Now they run that they went on at the end of the season. That's fine. That's fine. This is crazy that
Yep.
the threes that they're letting go, they couldn't get out of threes against Orlando because Orlando defense pushes out. They can't do all that. Now they got all of this free space, and they can't hit the side of a barn with a buckshot. And it's more mental. But I'm trying to find something, and I told my man, and I said, I got to let my nephew hear this. But I am talking. But when you hear this, right here, I'm gonna just in the middle piece in the back, and this is gonna kill you. And it's gonna kill you when you hear this. And I want the Boston Celtics Nation to hear this.
Okay.
And this is my man. When anybody that know about Prodigy, about when you hear this, it shook one.
Oh, Lord.
It shook. It shook. They shook. They shook, nephew. And my,
Tell him why you mad, son. Tell him why you mad.
I hear you. Oh, let me listen.
shook, man. They shook one. They got them shook, man. And it's crazy that this is a New York song, but I'm telling you, blood, they got them boys shook, man. They got them shook, man. They got them shook, nephew.
You know what? You know what?
Boston Nation. I'm telling y'all, they got them shook. They got them shook.
I feel like they not shook. I think that they're trying to hold on to this style of play. And even
that's
though
the coach, though. That's your coach.
Yeah, I mean, he won. And see, the fact that he won a championship doing this, he could always say, well, we won doing this. We won. Trust me, trust me, trust me. And we don't, I mean, we're like, nah, man. We like, man, that's what we like. You know what I mean? We like
I feel you so much on this. And I feel you so much on this. But I'm going to tell you something, whether they fire him or not. But I'm going to really be honest with you. And I want you, the nation, to be honest.
Okay.
Had it not been, I don't know, the Lakers won a harder championship than we won last year. Because I'm gonna tell you, we got hell one. We got given a stimulus gift. Because if you think about it, we went like what, 20-5? Are we on this 20-5 run there? Think about how we won last year. We really didn't have to play nobody. Indiana got hurt. We haven't swept whatever. And we won 4-1. Think about this. Think about where we are now.
We was gonna get. We was gonna beat anybody we saw. We was a juggernaut last year.
Yes, but we're no different. Right now, we're no different. A couple people, but we're no different. We're no different. We had the squad. But what it is when I told how you come in, it's like getting off subject, your Kansas City, your Chiefs. You have a squad and you know that you got the quarterback. That's one thing that we know who we got. I know we got Brown. I don't know about Tatum. This is what I've been trying to tell people. Whatever he wants to I'm 100 about that. Because he's not a 100 go-getter like that, yo. He's not he can shut you down. He can do whatever. But when you start putting like Jordan Ness, like Ant-Man, you can't have no 3-point. Hey, Michael Jordan, they never had no 3-point. And then, like, if you the man of the squad, home, Michael Jordan led from the front. Pittman and everybody else followed. Tatum is not that leader. I love what he done defensive-wise, and like you told me last year, like assist-wise and all that, he was there. And I'm not faulting that. And I mean, I go back and do my homework because I pay attention to you. But when I'm amped up, like he is supposed to be like, yo, telling coach, we can't be losing these games shooting three. Now, this is the difference of real leaders. Kobe would never do nothing like this. He'd be like, look, man, the next person shoot a three, we gonna have to talk in the locker room.
Kobe used to take all kind of mid-range and three.
But Kobe was the man.
Yeah.
But he led from the front. Tatum is not Kobe. See,
He's trying to be.
Yeah, but see, Kobe was training him. See, it's a difference. Now, how? I'm going to tell you something, and this is the crazy part about, I know why I keep trying to tell you we need somebody like Tony Allen on our team to choke them. I tried to tell you this. How does Brown get the ball taken from him at the last seconds of the game? And why is Tatum trying to do a bad shot?
Wait. Now, hold on now. Now, that was just a good defensive play.
Yeah.
As soon as JB was going up, I mean, Buddy was right there. And
that's great.
That's the same one that made the play tonight. He
made. But why is Tatum going to a corner?
Now I don't like.
He got the shot right there in the middle. Let the ball fall and let it fall and go on the rim. Why are you going? And then the first thing you saying that's the same Buddy that made the defensive play. Look at the play. Pull it up. Look at the play. Why is Tatum fading back instead of going toward the back?
I hated that shot. I hated that shot. And I'm with you. Now,
he had the shot in the middle. And he went all the way over there.
If you remember now that when Marcus Smart won DPOY, who was the runner-up? It was Mikal Bridges.
Your boy.
It was Mikal Bridges.
But I mean, I don't have no problem about that. But what I'm saying, that play, he dribbled the ball all them seconds. He dribbled the ball all them seconds. He had the ball right in the middle of the key, and he went over there. He could have shot the ball right there. He lost the dribble a little bit. He could have pulled up and got fouled or whatever. They shook, man. They shook.
He should have pulled up and just took the shot at that point.
That's what I'm saying, right there.
He tried to pass it to JB on the side. And
any other time, they are doing all this other stuff. But this is why I try to say they don't have, like Doc Rivers used to call timeout. And he have a play. 9 times out of 10, we gonna hit the play that Doc set up on the board when we come out. They come out, they throw the ball from this side of the hash all the way over there to Brown. All your boy had to do was just follow the ball, and he knew Brown was gonna get it and touch it. But now, why are you throwing it to Brown when you got all these other 3-point shooters? See what I'm saying? That doesn't make logical sense, nephew.
It don't.
You throw the ball over there, and they steal the ball. At the end of the game, he take the ball from him. Brown didn't show no fight.
Who?
Brown didn't show no fight the other night. When the dude took the ball from him, he didn't even show any fight.
You can't do that. You think JB it wasn't showing no
I said the other night when your boy Bridges, whatever, took the ball from him.
It was the last play, and he was.
Yes, but that's when you supposed to at least get it and try to at least shoot it and go to the line. What? Look at the play. Look at the play last night. I mean, the night before last. He took the ball. He snatched it. He snatched it. And then the day Tatum falls going away from the basket where he was right in the middle of the basket. So why are you doing this? Your best 2 players get the ball in their hand 2 games in a row at home, and they choke. Well, I ain't going to say choke. Brown just got the ball taken from him. That's all I'm saying.
Things happen. JB ain't perfect, but the thing is, JB he didn't have any lift because he's been dealing with this knee issue. Let's not act like JB's 100% right now. JB's at about 75%.
Hey, put halftime on for a minute. Let me go to the bathroom.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah. So we gonna let Unc get back here in a little bit.
Yeah. Let Unc go right back. Yeah.
We're gonna let Unc get back in a little bit. But basically, what we trying to do is we are trying to figure out why in the world is are we taking so many 3-point shots so many 3-point shots without going into the basket. We have to figure out the proper way to score these points. We have to figure out the proper way to attack these New York Knicks. We are not doing that. The New York Knicks, what they're doing, they're pounding this. They're getting into the paint and they're making their threes. They're making clutch shots. They're doing everything that needs to be done. And to be honest with you, I'm a little concerned. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little concerned about our shot selections. I'm a little concerned about why is it that we keep wanting to take these fall away, easy cop out shots, these threes. We shot 63s game one, and we lost like in overtime, barely.
Barely.
But we still lost. You know what I'm saying? We do the same exact thing. We go up 20 points this game. 20 points. And we let the lead go. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? Why is it that every third quarter we're having the same discussion? What are we doing? We're relinquishing these big leads all the time. Why? Why? We have to regroup, guys. We have to regroup. Let me pay some bills, though. Back after these messages.
Combo breaker.
Hey, everybody. Had to interrupt to let you know, hey, I need you to like, I need you to comment, and I need you to subscribe. Every thumbs up helps me in the algorithm. Let's get it. Back to our regularly scheduled program. Yo. Listen. We're back. And we're just trying to we're trying to really figure out why are our Celtics taking these weirdo threes over and over and over again. Like, Al Horford, you're broke. Stop shooting the ball from there. Go in, back in, take advantage of the matchup. JT, I'm not even gonna speak on that because JT takes too many sidestep threes. It just irks my nerves. JB, if the shot's not falling, continue to attack the rim like you were. You were 2 from 7. Let's talk about what was JB's stats. Okay, JB stats. He was 2 for 7 from 3-point land. JB was 8 for 23. Oh my goodness! Look at the screen.
8 for 20. He was 8 for 23 today.
8 for 23. 8 for 23. That was he just had no lift. I don't know, man. That just not a
You
great
said
game.
the injury. You said the injury report said that everybody was. But see, he gonna have to get that lift back. And Tatum could. His wrist could be hurting, but I don't
Yeah. I
look
forgot
at
about
that.
JT's wrist. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
JT's dealing with that wrist.
I don't look at that as being like, when you make stuff, you gotta put him up. Like, look at Curry. Saying he just complained because people smacking down on his hand. Okay, and you supposed to. If you out there playing, then it sit on the sideline. If you don't want to play, but if I know you have an injury, I'm coming at you. So he's playing through it, but it's more or less like I heard you saying more or less like you're concerned about the shot selection.
Yes.
Well, my thing is. Okay, can you run the tally up of the last threes? So they shot 60 last game.
Okay,
just do that for me.
So you want to figure out how many threes total that we shot in the last 2 games?
So I know last game they shot 60. So they missed 45. So what was today?
Okay, so we shot 60 last game, and today, let me go back to the stats. We shot 40. We shot 100 threes in 2 games. And
we did shoot 40. So we shot our average because our average is around 30.6, 30.9, something like that every game.
Well, I got the stats up now. It's on the screen. It's
okay.
So we got 40. We was 10 for 40. We shot 25%. Okay.
Today.
Yes, today we shot 25%. 10 for 40.
They shook.
Yeah,
They shook. They shook, nephew.
you know what?
Nephew, at your house?
We haven't been the best home team
No, no,
in a
no.
while.
I know this.
In
I
a
know
while.
this now. I know this. But
Now,
I'm saying to you, we don't shoot less than 29. I think they were saying 29% at home. At home. And
I'm gonna
that's
bring
like on the
something up.
bad, that's on our worst day.
Well, they didn't. Okay. Well, so we shot 25%. What did the Magic? Or not the Magic? What did the Knicks shoot? The Knicks shot. Let's look at the screen. They shot 29%. They were 9 for 31. Okay.
Damn. Excuse me.
We didn't okay, so they got 46 rebounds. Okay, let me go back to our Celtics stats. We had 51, so we out rebounded them. Let's see, did we outpass them? They had 19 assists to our 17, so they outpassed us. So they were moving the ball around better than we were. They had we had 16 turnovers. Let's see what they had. They had 15, so it was the same about the same
You
amount.
see how close this is, nephew?
I know.
At our own house, and we can't pull this out. That's just.
If you
That's just-
remember,
That's
last
crazy.
year, the Indiana Pacers, that series was the exact same, but we were getting all the right bounces of the ball. It was 1 point here, 2 points there. We could have swept them, or they could have swept us. We end up sweeping them
Because your boy got hurt. This is why I tried to tell you. Remember, I told you we had, look, if you think about every game, every series that we had, something happened to somebody significant on that squad.
Well, I'm not going to take away. I'm not going to take away.
No, I ain't taking nothing. I'm taking away nothing from us. I'm not. We had the squad to do it.
That's what our naysayers like to say, that we ain't beat nobody. We weren't good enough. We had a juggernaut last year.
No, I ain't saying that now. I'm saying we would have beat anybody in. We gonna win this year.
I'm hoping so.
No. The way I'm glad I'm talking to you is because I'm calming down. It's just that we going about everything like Wilborn said. We just arrogant on what we're going to do. So we either going to lose.
Oh my goodness!
Shoot the three. Yeah, either we're going to lose by doing it, and I'm being upfront. I don't like it, but I just don't like it. But I'm just being upfront. They going to start falling. And that New York, and somebody said that New York Knicks series was going to go 7 games. Now, at the end, when the Celtics come through, but I'm going to try to tell you, if we're going to win this series, watch Jason Tatum go have 2 crazy games of 50 points. And I believe he can do it, because I think he going to do it on a larger stage, because, see, now he beating himself up now. He's really beating himself up, because when he was getting ready to shoot the ball, and I have to go back to my son, he shook. My man called me. I said, look, man, just listen to the song. He said, you called the song. I said, they shook, man. I said, they are really shook. Al Harper, he's shooting the ball so flat-footed. And like I said, we win as Al Harper hit his threes and Pritchard. Holiday, he getting back into his rhythm. Holiday, watch, it's getting ready to be. I'm going to tell you, whether you believe it or not, and you always get that inside stuff, it's getting ready to be some crazy talks at the gym before they get ready to go to New York. I'm trying to tell you, it's some crazy Garnett and them picking up the telephone. They ain't going out like this. Man, do you not know if we get beat by New York? Are you not really listening? They gonna have to bust the team up then. Because we got the new owner. And I'm telling you, that the headlines were,
they're gonna try to trade JB. Is what they're gonna try.
They don't try. If we don't win the championship, the only thing gonna keep this team together is us winning the championship.
I know it, because we got new management. We got new.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know whether Tatum. All right, Tatum. I told you he was a hater. He was a hater. He want this to be his team instead of pushing Kobe. Kobe pushed Shaq out, or Penny Hardaway pushed Shaq out. I'm trying to tell you,
I
blood.
told you.
I'm trying to tell you. Pay
I can't
attention
believe
to
that,
your uncle when I talk to you about certain things. I tell you, Tatum want this to be his team, yo. He can't do it, but he won't win. He won't win. He will never win another championship.
I don't want it to be another 08 situation where we win that one championship and 15 years later, that's the we don't win another championship for 15 years.
I'm trying to figure out where you trying to get it from, because these boys is coming. These boys is coming now. Unless they try to get rid of Brown, and then Tatum wanted to be his team. Now he is Kobe's. Kobe was his idol, but he ain't Kobe. Kobe had won championship. Him and Shaq had won. He and Shaq had won. Watch what I tell you. Brown get ready if they don't win, and Tatum is not putting his best foot forward. I'm trying to tell you. I need you to pay attention to the cartoon that's playing in front of you.
This a hot take from Unc. Unc says if we don't win a championship, pretty much Jaylen Brown is gone.
He gone.
I mean, Celtics Nation, how you feel about that? I mean, I feel the same way. If anything you do, if these owners love anything about the Celtics, you got to keep Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum together for at least another 10 years. At least. Now, you might have to, if we have to shake things up, okay, I might have to deal Porzingis. I love Porzingis, but I will deal him quicker than I am going to deal Jaylen Brown.
Where you going to deal him? He should have been gone. I told you when we got him, I mean, he was never nothing. I never depended on him. When he came in and hit those points in the second game, we were going to win the championship anyway. Last year,
the reason why he was a jugger. We won that. That if you remember that first game, the game 1 against Dallas.
In one game, he had 19 points, 16 points in the second half. In the second game, and we ain't see from him no more. I never believed in Porzingis.
Let's talk Porzingis. Says, all right, Celtics Nation, we're gonna pull up Porzingis. Uncle wants to talk about Porzingis. We got Porzingis 8 points, 4 rebounds, 0 steals, 0 blocks, and he was a -9 with a plus minus. So yes, it was definitely a terrible game. Definitely a terrible game.
No, I'm not saying he's not terrible when he's good, but Porzingis, when New York drafted, when New York could have got somebody. Porzingis, if he's there, he is a plus. I ain't even talking about them little points he hit today. I'm not even worried about that. If he's there, he's there, but you can't depend on him.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'm saying.
You're talking about just strictly his health, then. You're just strictly talking about his health, his situation.
Yes. And he has a what? An internal or upper respiratory something they couldn't even figure out.
Oh my gosh! I'm like, poor is he?
You know, he's been missing. He missed all those games, so he came in and did what he could today. The other night he left.
Do he got COVID?
What?
Do he got COVID? That's the only thing I'm thinking. What?
And now they saying something though, because they said they couldn't even. Because he missed all them games during the year, and then he came in just the other night, and then he just left all of
this year. He's been fairly healthy.
No, think about the games he missed. He missed about a month and something because of this thing right here. This is what they was talking about tonight. Upper respiratory. They had got him with all kinds of specialists, and they couldn't never figure out. That's why he left the game the other night, and then nobody know why he left the game.
Right. I know that. I need to do more research. I didn't know he missed that much time due to that upper during the year.
It's an upper respiratory, and it's some kind of illness that they don't even know what it is. And he left that, and it makes him weak. And so he came back in. He fought. I wasn't going at him like that today because I know what he's going through. Because he missed like a month. I think they said like a month or something. Wind horn, whatever that wins the man to be talking. He was saying that he had missed so many games, and so we were hurt. And I'm saying everybody's back. I believe in you because Brown has no lift, and so Brown had been hurt, and then Tatum but man, look, everybody hurt at this time of year.
Yeah, we're kind of banged up. we got our
but what
team
I'm
is pretty
saying, if
banged up.
you're out there, you still shooting threes. If you know your best players are banged up, you don't have no lift, but you still letting them shoot threes. So now you need to come in as a coach. You asked me a question back a while ago. Is it the players or the coach? You told me
Yeah.
I believe in what you said, where the coach said if you ain't doing this, you on the bench. All right. But now I have to say the leaders of the team, Brown and Tatum, hey coach, we need to holler at you. We need to change some stuff around because that's being a team. You just can't be the head person and not
over here.
and you just don't take advice from the people that you say are supposed to be your leaders. I mean, you overall, the coach has the overall say that he got to deal with Brad, but I know Brad is not believing in this, and can't nobody tell me that real Celtics and Brad is not believing in this,
Good
even though he
question,
won a
Unc.
championship.
Great question, Unc. Who do you hire if Brad gets rid of Missoula? Which I don't think he's gonna get rid of Missoula right now because
He's gonna get rid of him. He gonna get rid of him.
the man just won a championship last year, so there's no valid reason he could fire him this off season.
I don't like. I just want to put him in the shed and do something to him. But no. I don't. I like. No. I like him to stand on it now. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, I don't like what he's doing. But if he gonna stand on it and wear it, then I'm with him. I got to be with him because he ain't pulling back from it. Now, whether they lose this year, because I think everybody is on their position for the new management. This is why I'm trying to. I can't figure this thing out. Why they're not putting their best foot forward, and this is the part that I'm telling you. I pay a close attention to what the man said about these $300-something million contracts that's out. Somebody got to go. He said somebody got to go, and we don't win championship.
It got to be
the only thing that's
Porzingis.
gonna keep the team together is win the championship. So this is why I'm saying to you, Celtic Nation, and everybody, what are we doing to keep this squad together? If this is what you saying, that management wanted to keep something together for 10 years. The management said, if y'all don't win this year, and that might keep it together. They said it was guaranteed if you win the championship. So
that'll hurt my heart. That'll hurt my heart if they break the Jays up, man. Because you know how much I love Jaylen Brown. You know, I got number 7 hanging on my wall right now.
It's Tatum's team, and this is the part where I say if they don't win, Tatum will never win another championship because I'm telling you, to me, he's not putting his best foot forward. Jaylen Brown gonna go somewhere, and Jaylen gonna go step somewhere, and he'll win. Don't get this messed. Do not get this part messed up. Jaylen will win because he has the heart. Tatum don't have the heart.
I think JT's trying to grow into that heart. I do. Now, if you remember in the Orlando series, and he had a little dust up with KCP, if you remember. Now that he was showing some heart there. Now, you know,
he need to be showing the heart that they put on him, that Kerr put on him in the Olympics. He need to, and Jaylen Brown need to be like showing why y'all left me off the Olympic team. White cool. That's your man that came over with the other coach. No, they ain't got no business on no squad. Holiday and White before Jaylen Brown.
Ain't no way in the world, you know.
So I said that right to the Celtic Nation. I don't care who here. That right there is out the gate, Joe.
Celtic Nation.
That's why I'm saying the Celtic squad is in a disarray because of that Olympic thing. You got one player that played in White that was on the squad because the other dude didn't come. And how did Jaylen Brown not come? Because Durant didn't get there. So how did he not? Jaylen Brown ain't on the squad.
Well, it was Kawhi. It was Kawhi. But yeah,
but Jaylen Brown was supposed to be first team.
Yeah, he was.
He supposed to be first team defense. But you got four players. You got four players on Celtics team. That's all defense.
All defense.
First team. But Brown ain't on that squad.
Oh, JB ain't make the second team or the third team.
He made the second team.
That's fine.
No, it ain't. No, because White don't. Like I say again, they messed this team up by doing what they done to the Olympics, because this team had.
We talking D White now. We talking D White.
No, you took the Celtics starting five, and basically they was in the Olympic team other than Brown.
D White on the screen now. We're gonna talk D White. D White. Okay, now that was a good discussion Unc brought up. Unc is basically saying that D White should not have had first team all defense over JB.
No.
I feel like they both should have been on first team. I wouldn't take D White off. Why? Because D White led guards in block shots last year. All guards. He was the best shot blocking guard in the world.
Good.
And I give him that. He's been doing it. He's been the best shot blocking guard since he been in Celtic. Marcus Smart must have rubbed off on him or something. But as soon as he got here, he started blocking shots like crazy. Best shot blocking guard in the world.
Okay, I go for that.
But that's it. JB, excellent wing defender last year. And he locked down Luka. Oh my gosh, he was taking Luka's cookies all day long. So yes,
I'm with that. But Drew Holiday, he stayed 100 on all defense. He made all defense 5 years in a row. This year, last year made it 6.
Something like
so that. I wasn't worried about that part. Tatum was there. Brown. So if you gonna put White, Holiday, Tatum. Okay, so it was Tatum. It was Tatum, Drew Holiday, White, somebody else.
No, you talking about for the Celtics?
No, for the all defensive team.
Okay.
It was 4 Celtics and one. Wait a minute, you got. Okay. Somebody missing somebody.
Well, definitely not on the first team. I can look up who made.
Yeah, Jason Tatum, White, Holiday. And then they didn't put Brown on. Then I think it wasn't LeBron. It was on the all defensive team last year, the first team.
Yeah, let me look that up.
I thought it was 4 Celtics. And one. I thought it was 4 Celtics. Man.
Now, I don't think first team they wasn't going. Let me see. Like what they come up with?
Okay, because we won the championship. So Brown made second team. It was White, Holiday, and Tatum made first team. And I can't think. So we have Brown made the second team. But all of them were supposed to be on the Olympic team. That's what it was. No, that's what it was. You had, but the three made all defense. Those 3, Holiday, Tatum, and White, they made all defensive team, but they came off the championship team. All of them made the Olympics besides Brown. He was the MVP, and Brown was the MVP.
Okay, let's look at this. Let's look at this right here. So we had what? Okay, first team. Let's see. First team was Anthony Davis. It was Rudy Gobert. Okay, Bam, Herbert Jones, and Victor. That's 24. Okay. So then second team. What? Let's see. So we had no Celtics on the first team.
No, that wasn't last year. So you got to realize that's 24-25 season. So this year is 25-26 season. So last year we won the championship. So I know we had 3. I know we had 3 that made. I know Tatum, because that's why Brown was pissed off, because Brown didn't make the first team defense team. That's why he was real pissed, because he made second team. I'm trying to tell you.
So we're looking at first team all
defense. First team defense last year. I'm trying to tell you now.
Okay,
that's why Brown was real pissed.
Okay, so we had Drew on second team, and then we had Derek White. Drew and D White was on the second team.
No, it was on first team.
No, this is the second team. I'm looking at it right now.
So who you said was on the first team?
First team was, it was Anthony Davis. It was Rudy Gobert, Bam, and Wembanyama, we had no Celtics on the first team.
Now,
I-
on defense,
yeah, I'm shocked at that. This is the stats right here. We looking right at it.
okay, so Brown may have made third team then.
Well, I don't
Because
think Brown,
Didn't Tatum make?
because I'm looking. I don't think they got a defensive. You know what? They only got a second team. So Brown ain't even make third team.
That's what he was pissed off about. So Tatum was on one of the teams.
Nah, JT wasn't on there. It was just Drew and D White. That's it.
I know something. And who was on the second team? Drew
White averaged a block a game. He averaged a block 1.2 blocks a game.
But who was on that team with him though? On the second team?
On the second team, it was Alex Caruso, Jaden McDaniels, the cat from Minnesota.
Yep.
Jalen Suggs. Yep, I'm looking. Yep, then Drew, Alex, D White, Jaden, and Jalen. Yeah.
Man,
I'm actually shocked. I actually thought, like to your point, that we had more Celtics on the all defensive team. I guess not.
But we had four to make we had four that made the All-Star. I mean the Olympic team. No. We had Tatum.
Just three. Just three.
That's what it was. The Tatum should have been on there when they put, because they brought White in.
JT made all NBA first team, of course, like he always do. First team.
Okay.
All NBA. That's what JT got. And then
the Olympic team when they took Durant out, and they took Durant out and Kyrie, and Kawhi. That's when they said Brown should have been on in it, but they added White.
Yes. Now, I personally think it should have been JT, and then JB should have got invited next, and then they should have invited Drew Holiday. You don't invite JT and then Drew Holiday and then Derek White, and then say it's not some sort of conspiracy or we making.
But see, Drew Holiday, the reason they got Drew, because that was a point guard type thing. See, that was a real point guard defensive lockdown thing. So that wasn't have nothing to do with the wings, and that had no excuse. So that really didn't bother me because Drew Holiday been that lockdown defensive player, period. Like when he had the ball, when we had to win a game, and like last year in the championship, he locked somebody down and he stole the ball.
I remember that.
Yeah. See, and then remember I told you, he can hit shots. Now, see, he been a shooter, he been a scorer. He just didn't have to score that much when he was with Milwaukee. And then when he came to us, that's when we had Tatum and Brown there. But when he had to lock your man down, he stole the ball like 2 plays or something like Drew could do that. So I didn't have no problem with Drew. That's a real point guard being on the Olympic team because you really have no real point guard because Mitchell didn't make the team, did he? Yeah, Mitchell.
First, we talking about first or
no, I'm talking about the Olympic team. There, I'm talking about the Olympic team.
On there, Mitchell didn't make it. Nope.
That's what I'm saying. So Drew Holiday making the Olympic team, that was cool by me. But when White made it, and when they said that White made it over Jalen, and then I thought Jalen made that defense team, but you just told me he did not make that defense team.
Not make it.
Yeah, but see, there's no way that you can keep Jalen Brown off of the Olympic team and put White on before him because they said of his defense. And now that I'm thinking the whole time that he was on that defensive team. I thought he made that second team. So now I sort of see where White came in at because you just told me this, but I could have sworn Jalen was on that because he was pissed off because he didn't make the all defensive team. That's why he was pissed off. That's what they was talking about. But White over Brown on the Olympic team from Kyrie, Kawhi and
it was Kawhi. They got left off.
Kawhi and Durant. They pulled both of them off. Kawhi was over there practicing already. But then the coaches never said that he wasn't really falling in suit like that and he wasn't going to help the team, so they released him. And that's why everybody, and Durant had automatically wasn't getting, Durant, I guess, he wasn't falling in order. When, he wasn't going, his injury was not going to help them out any, and they weren't going to be able to play him in like that, so they let both of them go. And then White came in and somebody else came in. And
Mhm.
that's why everybody was tripping like why Brown wasn't there. And you got 3 players off of the Celtics team,
Mm.
which was White, Holiday, and Tatum, and Brown didn't make it. That was one of the main things right there. And then you didn't play Tatum. You see what I'm saying? How you gonna have the MVP of the NBA championship game not
Mhm.
on the Olympic team?
Look at
And
this.
that,
Look at this shot chart. Can you see this shot chart?
yeah, I'm looking at.
All the blue dots. Those are the ones we made. The ones that are filled in. Look at how many shots we missed from 3-point land. We made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 out of all these threes we took. Look at all these threes we took. Nothing was falling. I just don't understand. I don't get it. I just
They
don't
can
get it.
watch what I tell you. How they like the light, like
Don't
they
get it.
like the Madison Square Garden because
Mhm.
it's only one way this
That's
could
not
go.
right,
And I
bro.
told you the shook one. Now I told you that the song don't make me play it
I don't.
because
No,
I'm gonna tell you
I
if
don't
they
think
shook
it.
one, if they gonna be shook one, if they were shook one at home, they gonna have to tell you Tatum gonna have to have a 45 plus game, and I think he gonna come out for real, man. If these cats really wanna show themselves about being real subjects, they're gonna have to really come out and kill New York at the crib because there's no way you can lose 40 points. You done lost 40
Mm,
points in 2 games.
mm.
And then when you talk about how much they lost by 21 tonight, and they lost by however many, lost by 3. You lost 23 the other day. You lose a 20-point lead.
20-point leads 2 nights in a row.
So I mean, that's 2 games. I don't care what quarter it is. You lost a 20-point lead. You lose a 20-point lead. You lose a 20-point lead. It don't make no difference whether you win by 1. You lost. You won by 9. You know you left 19 points out there. So really, like right now, it's really what I can't call you because I know you be at work. This is what Barkley and all them cats were saying that Boston
Mhm.
got to feel like stupid. And I hate for somebody to talk about Boston
You
because
know
you're
it.
talking about me because I'm a diehard. But
Right.
and it ain't nothing I can say.
Mm.
And it's very rare that I can't say. And my old homeboy, the Laker fan, they said, "Son, this ain't even your fault." They say this ain't your fault. This is just ridiculous. I
Mhm.
mean, when people are just really, literally, they ain't feeling sorry because they don't care about the Celtics. Because I wouldn't care about the Lakers. I don't care. But if my team is doing it, it ain't why I can't run and hide. I mean, you doing this.
You
I mean,
right.
you doing it blatantly. And I mean, this people hate. I'm like, what are you doing? And
Mhm.
people looking at you like, son, what your team doing? I'm
Mm.
like, man, I would just wish I could get the coach 1-on-1. And just because, I've been a
Mhm.
leader of men. You don't let your team down. You don't
Mhm.
let, lose on the battlefield. You
Mhm.
shooting these shots. Now you just showed me this perimeter. And
Mhm.
you losing like you ain't even got no points down in the basket. In the paint. You just still jacking.
Yeah. Jacking. We can look at the shot card. We can look at it again. We can look at the shot because look at all these shots we take and okay, we took a few like okay, so our mid-range shots are very minimal. You see how we
I'm
went
looking at it
one.
right here to my right, and I mean it's like ridiculous. I can remember. This is so crazy, right? I can remember the shots where I'm looking at right now in that distance below the free throw line. I mean,
Mid-range.
because Brown shot a few right there.
I'm talking about
Hartford shot a few right there. I'm looking. I like where you got your pointer. Man, I got a photographic memory on the game because I know the
mhm,
shots. I said Harper sitting right there. He done shot the ball too hard.
mhm,
Pritchard, they hit the front of the rim. Tatum
mhm,
missed a couple layups like right there. I'm like, yo, man, this
mhm.
is like ridiculous. I mean, I'm looking
Yeah,
at the
look
shots.
at all these layups we missed right here.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, those layups.
Look at all this. That looks man, you got to make these shots. We should have less than 5 missed shots right here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
You know what that is? It's
Right
because
here
they concentrate so much on
on
turning
these.
around trying to find the person at the 3-point line
Yeah.
instead of concentrating. And that's what I was telling you earlier, that it was pissing me off.
Lord
Like
have mercy.
early in the year when I said, how are you Hartford down there? And you right up under the basket, you turn around and you throw the ball out to Pritchard
Mm-hmm.
instead of putting it up. But where we needed to get back in the game the other night from shooting all the threes, Tatum went what? Straight to the rack.
I'm
Got
talking about.
fouled.
And when we
Got
needed
fouled.
that bucket to go up 1 point, what did he do? He went straight to the rack. It was probably this bucket right here. Went straight to the rack.
And
And
then when you know we down what? We was down what? It was 80 to 89 to 90 99 80. We went up. Y'all went right down there. Foul Bronson. Okay, so Bronson gonna get fouled. All right. But y'all go down and what? Bridges is go down. And Bridges went hit like 15. They went on like that run. Bridges hit like 15 points in a matter of minutes by itself. A 7, 8, or 9. When I looked up, they said that the run was before we shot that free throw to break it up. They had went like 17, like 20, 23 or 24, 20 some points like that before we even went to the line and shot. We had missed like we had went like 8 minutes. So how do you do this at your house? How do you do this at your house after losing a 20-point lead on Monday? You turn right around on Wednesday and lose another 20-point lead.
yeah, Celtic Nation, yeah, we back. We had a little technical difficulties, but yeah, we just happy to have Unc today. We was chopping it up about the shot chart earlier, and we was looking at the shot selections that the Celtics were taking. We both agreed it was a ridiculous amount of 3-pointers that we were taking. It was a ridiculous amount of 2-pointers that we actually uh missed, as far as like just like as you can see again, lots of layups we missed. We missed like excruciating amount of 2-pointers, 2-point layups that we should have made. Our mid-range game was pretty bad as well. And of course our 3-pointers were bad. So as you can see that, hey, we've got to make adjustments. Joe Mazzulla is going to have to make adjustments to where and when we attack the New York Knicks for game 3. This is a pivotal game. It's going to be in Madison Square Garden. They're not going to be playing around. Unc knows that JT has to go off. That's his take. He said earlier, JT's got to have 50 or more. I don't think JT needs to have 50, but Unc is feeling that way. I mean, you still feel that way, Unc?
Yes, he's going to have to hit 50 in
Yeah.
order to bring the team on and quieten the New York Knicks down, because he's going to have to hit 50, like 45. Like, look, think about what he done. What was it, last year? Like in the playoffs when he, like
Did he score 50?
when he hit like 45 one game,
Mm-hmm.
50 like one game or something like that.
He
No.
sure did.
He get ready. I think it was in New York. He get ready to come splash now. He gonna have to splash. If he don't splash like this game coming up, because Brown ain't gonna hit 50. Brown ain't, he built for 50.
Yeah.
Tatum is the leader of the team. Tatum really has got this game 3. It's got 50 all over. He might have to do a Kobe Bryant type 60-something type game. He gonna have to do something real significant to get the Celtics. It's not to get us back on the hunt. We're gonna win this, but it's gonna take some. But Brown, I mean not Brown, but Tatum has got to really go for 45. 40 ain't even gonna get it. 45 to 50.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, he got to ride on it. He got to ride on it. On everything I love, he got to ride on that.
That's a hot take, Unc. 45 to 50 for us to get the dub. JT got to do that. Now, I'm not going to put 45 or 50 on him, but JT, he got to give me 35, at least 35 points, and then JB going to have to give me 30. I need 35 and 30 from them two. Both of them got to kill. Okay, I need both of them to kill. Next game. Okay, the Jays, they're capable of doing it. They've had multiple games where they both scored 30 points apiece in the playoffs. They're actually one of the top duos to do that in NBA history. So, hey, I'm just thinking they're gonna come through and they're gonna do their thing. I know, Unc don't really believe JT got the dog in him yet. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what he got.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and that's all right. You know what I mean? A lot of people kind of feel that way. He's growing into that mold, I believe. I saw something in him last series with the Magic. That dog started to show up. It started to pop out. So, hey, we down 0-2. We need this dub. Celtics Nation, man, we got love for y'all. We love y'all. And hey, listen, we just gonna get this dub finally. All right. So, hey, appreciate you showing up. Hey, we gonna do it. Hey,
love you.
Hey, banner block. Hey, we gonna do this again. Love y'all. Peace.
My love.
You can find me on the banner block. It's shamrock, oh it's not. Let me clean them up like the floor is dirty with a mop. I'm on the banner block. It's 24 on the clock. Every day it costs, but it's one possession that I bought. I'm on the banner block. It's shamrocks, oh it's not. Let me clean them up like the floor is filthy with a mop. I'm on the banner block. I'm on the. Yeah, that's the winning spot. I'm on the overqualified, but the system wanna sit me down. They hate me like the Jays, you can call me champion now. I guess I'm in my prime, when it's time I'ma draw the foul. When I paint the picture, it's Mona Lisa, but I keep it mild. Yeah, I stay humble, even though the negatives want me to fumble. And I never mumble, let me articulate when I stumble. The cookie crumble, but I'ma still depart with a bundle. We about to raise the banner, I see the trophy in eternal. I worked all my life, I couldn't even afford British nights. I was rocking buddies, yeah, life is ugly, but it's all the light.